you actually know what your dog is really doing when it follows you everywhere? Most owners call it loyalty. Some blame separation anxiety. Others assume the dog just wants food or attention. But what's happening inside your dog's brain when they shadow your every step? It goes far deeper than most people ever pause to consider. It changes how you understand their silence, their closeness, and even their health. By the end of this, you will never see this behavior the same way again. Here's what's actually going on. 1. Your dog woke up before you did. And that is not random. Before your alarm, before your eyes open, before you make a sound, your dog is already awake, watching the door, waiting. Most owners figure that's just early energy or that they heard something. But research on deeply bonded dogs tells a completely different story. Studies on canine sleep behavior show that dogs who share a close bond with their owners unconsciously begin syncing their sleep cycles to match their human schedule. Not because they're trained to, not because they heard you shift, but because their nervous system, over months and years of close living, quietly calibrates to your biological rhythms before any physical cue is given. Your dog isn't reacting to you, they are anticipating you. Their internal clock has restructured itself around your presence. This is not habit. This is biological attachment, built through thousands of ordinary moments with one specific person in the world. And it explains everything else on this list. But before we get to the science that makes this undeniable, there is one thing almost every owner misses, and it matters more than most people know. 2. The day your dog stops following you is a day to take seriously. Your dog has followed you for years, room to room, step to step, and then one day, they just stay behind. Most owners call it an off day, maybe tired, maybe independent. That feels harmless. It is often wrong. Dogs instinctively conceal pain, not by choice. It is survival behavior inherited from wild ancestors, where showing weakness in a pack meant becoming vulnerable. So when something is genuinely wrong, they do not whine loudly from day one. First quiet change is the following. Veterinary behaviorists consistently identify reduced following behavior as one of the earliest and most silent indicators of pain, internal illness, joint deterioration, or early neurological decline. Spinal discomfort, inflammatory issues, early organ stress all can appear first as your dog simply staying put when they never used to. If it happens once, pay attention. If it happens again, it is not a mood, it is a message. Catching it early changes outcomes. Keep watching, because the next point will completely reframe what your dog is actually detecting on your hardest days. 3. On your worst emotional days, your dog follows you the closest. Here's the exact science. You have felt this. The heavy days. Your dog stays pressed against you, repositioning every time you move, watching your face more than usual. Most people call it mood reading. The reality is far more precise than that. Research from the University of London confirmed that dogs can detect subtle physiological changes in their owners, including shifts in cortisol levels, changes in breathing patterns, and micro changes in body movement that happen before you have consciously recognized that you are stressed. Your dog is not reading your expression. They are reading your chemistry. When your cortisol rises, their tracking intensifies. When your breathing shortens, they close the distance. This is not emotional intuition in the casual sense. It is a biological vigilance response built around your specific physiological baseline, one your dog has been quietly mapping across every year you have lived together. Now, here is something most owners have never considered: the emotional architecture your dog has silently built around your entire home. 4. Your dog has emotionally mapped every room in your house, and each one means something different. Spend one day watching carefully. They rush into the kitchen. They settle almost instantly in the bedroom. But near the front door, they slow, freeze, or pace. Most owners never connect these patterns. Dogs build what behaviorists call an emotional spatial map, a mental structure where every location holds a specific weight shaped by repeated experience. The kitchen means food, activity, your presence at predictable moments. The bedroom means deep safety, your scent concentrated most heavily. The front door means uncertainty, departures, returns, the unknown. This is why their following behavior shifts depending on where you are heading. That hesitation near the front door is not stubbornness. That settling in your bedroom is not just won't see. Your dog is navigating a carefully structured emotional world, with you placed permanently at the center. And one specific behavior within this world has a documented scientific name, and a study from Vienna most owners have never seen.
5. Shadowing, and why one closed door creates measurable stress. Shadowing is the documented animal behavior term for following at heel distance, close enough to brush your leg with every step. It is one of the most consistently studied attachment behaviors in domestic dogs. Researchers at the University of Vienna separated bonded dogs from their owners by just one room. Not outside, not down the street, one closed door. Within minutes, the dog showed measurable physiological stress, elevated heart rate, rising cortisol, visible restlessness. One room. That is all it took. This is why your dog repositions every time you move, why they wait outside a closed bathroom door rather than settling comfortably somewhere else. It is not clinginess. It is a genuine biological stress response to separation from the person their nervous system has classified as their primary anchor. Distance from you, even briefly, registers as a real internal threat to that system. And the final point ties every piece of this together at the biological level.
6. The chemical that makes this bond unlike anything else. Oxytocin, the bonding hormone, released between a mother and her newborn in the first moments after birth. One of the most powerful neurobiological attachment mechanisms known to science. When a dog and their owner make sustained mutual eye contact, oxytocin is released in both of them simultaneously, not just in the dog, in you too. A study published in Science found that this mutual oxytocin loop between dogs and owners activates the exact same neurobiological pathway that bonds human parents and their infants. The same chemical, the same biological mechanism, the same depth of attachment. This is not a warm closing fact. This is the foundation of everything in this video. The sleep syncing, the cortisol detection, the shadowing, the emotional mapping of your home. All of it is an expression of a bond that your body and your dog's body are actively maintaining through proximity, eye contact, and shared presence every single day. So the next time your dog follows you from room to room without any obvious reason, they are not being needy. They are doing exactly what their biology was built to do, with the one person who became the center of their entire world. If this changed how you see your dog, share it with someone whose dog never leaves their side. They should see this too. And if you want to keep learning what your dog is communicating, subscribe. There is more your dog has been telling you that most people never learn to read.